turnovers by getting two guys on one of our ball handlers to force turnover. And I guess when we give up on the ball easily, went past to the first open team, we did good. And when we stopped doing that, we had a lot of turnovers. It wasn't good for us.
Can you talk about what it was like to be a part of this team through the highs and the lows, and being able to make it on this journey as far as you guys did?
Yeah, it was definitely the season had a lot of ups and downs. Definitely, I mean, this team showed character again and again throughout the season. We had some really big wins. We had some losses we didn't want, but it was definitely one. It was definitely a great experience to be among these guys, from freshmen to seniors. Definitely learned something from each of these guys, from each of the coaching staff, and I'm grateful for this season.
What will you take away most about this season, personally?
I mean, it's just the first college season. It's just the adversity that you'll face adversity every time, especially when you play basketball for a college like Kentucky. It's every win is the greatest and every loss is the worst, and it's just the experience to get to when you're down or lose, is just to get to the gym, fix it, and just fight through the adversity. That's the biggest experience I had this season.
How would you evaluate your own individual season in terms of play?
I mean, I feel like it was the same as the season. You know, a lot of ups and downs. Some months played good, some months didn't even play. It was a lot of ups and downs, and I think a player should always have a season like that. You know, just to like I said, to fight through the adversity sometimes, just making a place for himself and make him even work harder. And it's just especially I wanted to, of course, play better than I played this season, but it was my first season. I had some good experience, and I hope to have a great second year.
Is that the plan for you to come back next season?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk right now about that. It's about the moment, but I hope so.
Was it you guys or was it their defense?
I mean, I give their defense credit for sure. I just feel like we definitely could have executed a little bit better, just protecting the ball. But I mean, it's in the past now, and just say we had a great season.
That's where you kind of like you guys get the scout, you go into it, a lot of confidence, things like that. How do you guys kind of let it get off the rail a little bit like that, knowing that they're going to bring two on the post, they're going to go in pressure a lot?
I mean, it's basketball. I mean, mistakes are going to happen. You just got to have a next play mentality. Try not to let one play turn into two and then, snowball effect like that. But I just feel like we played a pretty good game. We just the turnovers really killed us.
How confident are you going into the off season for yourself personally and kind of evaluating what you want to do?
I mean, I'm very confident. I just know I got to get better. I know I got to get stronger in the off season. Tighten up my game and just go from there. Keep growing as a basketball player.
How would you describe your first year at Kentucky, this year as a whole? How would you describe that for yourself?
I would say it was a blessing. Me being from Lexington, Kentucky, I dreamed of always playing for Kentucky. My dream came true with that. I felt we had a pretty good season. A lot of ups and downs to it, but it's part of life. So I can't really say too much about it, but it was a great thing and it's a blessing.
Is it safe to say you'll be back in Kentucky BU next year, or is it still too early to kind of know what you want to be at?
I'm not really thinking about that right now. I'm just here with my guys. Knowing that our season's over now, just trying to take it all in and just talk to all my friends on the team and all the relationships that I made. But no, I'm not really thinking too far right now.
How do you hope this team is remembered?
A team that always fought. There was a lot of times we were knocked down and we got back up. A lot of times we were down and hearing a lot of negative, but we always showed up every day with our best foot forward.
What was the post-game message to y'all, like right when y'all came in the locker room?
Really just reminisce like on the past, all the good memories. You definitely wish it would have lasted a couple weeks longer, our season, but it was just tough to go out this way. But we wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Thank you.
early in the aggressiveness, and I guess it just kind of got away from us at some point. Their aggressiveness ended up speeding us up, which is what it's designed to do. We kind of played into what they designed to do, and so props to them on a great game. They beat us.
Obviously it hurts now, but what do you take away from this year?
I'm grateful. I'm just grateful that for the memories we made together, the relationships we made. Just it's hard right now to really see a lot of good after losing in a game like this earlier than we would have liked.
How did the reality of their pressure and just their defensive aggressiveness stack up to kind of what you guys saw on film?
I think we all saw that coming. We know what they are, we know what they do, and I think early we capitalized on it. We were really good at moving it around and cutting and that kind of thing, and at some point that just got away from us. I don't know if I can pinpoint an exact point, but it kind of was a snowball effect, it felt like, where the first few and they started getting momentum and turning it up, and we just didn't respond as well as we would have liked, but less of a surprise.
They're obviously known for being super physical, but it did kind of feel ticky-tack on one side versus the other. How you as a player, how hard is it to kind of get into a flow with so much stoppage and kind of some inconsistency there?
Yeah, it was hard, as well as, I think there was a few discussions with us and the referees and what we've been used to playing like, and what they were telling us they were going to call and what they were calling on us. And so that was a little bit of an adjustment, but that doesn't at all. It's a very small reason as to that Iowa State just beat us today. They were the better team, for sure.
How hard is it knowing just how well you guys started and the shots are falling, kind of what you guys wanted to speak into existence, that, hey, we're going to get shots to fall, and then they shut the water?
Yeah, it's disappointing, for sure. And I don't know exactly, it'll hurt to go back and watch it, but I don't know exactly what happened to where the tides kind of changed, because we felt like we were very aggressive offensively and it was working. We were getting a lot of things going, but they just forced us to turn the ball over. I don't know how many we had in the first half, but it was a lot. So, yeah.
It seemed like in that first half you guys were able to move the ball side to side a lot quicker and a lot more effective. Did they do something defensively to kind of limit that?
I mean, their pressure was there from the beginning of the game. I think we executed very well that first group that was in what we were trying to do, and they force us. They cut that off pretty much, and I don't know exactly what they did or what led to that, but yeah, it changed for sure.
You've obviously got some basketball ahead of you, but a couple guys, Mo, Ortega, Denzel, some of these guys played their last game for Kentucky. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Well, how about Ortega and Denzel? What do they mean to the program?
Yeah, it's been a pleasure playing with O knowing him for the last few years, and Denzel for his last game. So playing with them has been a blessing in my life. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm excited that we've created a relationship to where we can experience what they're going to next together and cheer each other on, and I'm just grateful.
You stepped into such a big leadership role this year. How much do you look forward to next year taking on probably an even bigger role in that way?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. But I am grateful for what we did this year, the experience I was able to get in this situation this year. I think it helped me grow a lot as a basketball player, as a person, and so I'm very grateful for that. I'm not. That's not what I'm thinking about right now. But I'm grateful for this season, for this team, and I hope we can celebrate together the memories that we made, the relationships we made, and that's really where my mind's at.
How do you hope this team is remembered?
I don't know. For me, I'll remember the things that we go through as a team, and being here at Kentucky. It's you experience it with a lot of people. That's what makes Kentucky so great as well. but I'll remember the memories, the things that we went through internally, very together, and there's just a lot that we've learned as people together. And so those are the things that I'm going to remember. I hope. We didn't make a Final Four like Kentucky's used to, remembered for that, which is sad. We didn't reach the goals we wanted to, but hopefully we're remembered for the good things that this team brought, though, as well.
What did you learn about yourself this season and the growth from being kind of a role, my first year in college basketball, to becoming a kind of a core piece as a starter?
I think the whole season was learning. As taking on a leadership role in a team is I learned a lot about myself as a leader and things that I want to do better as a leader, for sure. And but also basketball-wise, I was forced into a lot of situations that are maybe new, things that I've grown at and have had to come into, and I've learned resilience from my teammates as well. We have a lot of resilient teammates and guys that fight through adversity, and so I learned a lot from them, and I think I grew as a person in that way, as well as I can go on, but yeah.
Throughout this whole year since we came here, definitely something that I hold on to the rest of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anyone.
Playing with some of the guys that played their last game, like Ortega and Denzel, what did those guys mean to this team?
Well, they meant a lot. Obviously, they're our seniors, so they're obviously our leaders as well. Definitely, they're player coaches. They echo everything that the staff was saying. So having those type of players on the court definitely rub off on everyone else, give everyone else confidence and stuff. So definitely, my heart goes out to them, because obviously we didn't end the way that we wanted to for them, but they're great players, great people. They're obviously going to keep playing basketball right after this. So definitely I'm grateful that I was able to share the court with them, and I wouldn't trade it in.
How motivating will this be, coming out, losing this in this round, to come out next season and use that as motivation?
Obviously it's a lot of motivation, because we obviously didn't go to get our goal that we, set the standard for at the beginning of the season. A lot of people obviously didn't have us making it this far because of early season, mishaps that we had. But that really showed a lot about our character as well, going through those tough times together, because everyone was kind of dogging us for an extended period of time. And obviously we seen it, but we kept playing. We didn't really let it have a negative impact on us. There's obviously a lot of games that if you go back and watch, we were down like 15 or so at halftime. We came back and won. So it shows a lot about our character as men, and we definitely grew from those rough patches.
You think he'll be back next year?
Yeah, that's the plan. Obviously, I love it here. So definitely, I would love to be back here. But that's also something I'm not really trying to think about right now. I'm definitely trying to spend time with my seniors and obviously everyone else on the squad. Because once the school year is over, obviously everyone goes back to their homes. Some people live on one side of the world, some people live on the other side. So definitely go cherish the moments that obviously we all want to share together. Probably go out to eat, go to someone's house, stuff like that. A lot of off the court type of vibes, because those are the things that we really cherish the most. Yeah.
And if you just had one last message to BBN, if they were all here just for the season as a whole, kind of what would you say to them?
I would say I'm grateful that they were alongside us, even when we weren't, holding up to the standard that they created for us. Obviously, everyone that was a part of, or everyone that supported Kentucky prior to us definitely held us all to a different standard than any other school in the world. So obviously we didn't reach, the standard that they may have thought, but I wouldn't trade this season in for any other season, any other team, any other organization, anything, because I definitely built a lot of relationships with the team. The rough patches, we grew as men, like I said earlier. And my message to them is that, we kept fighting regardless of what was said about us, all the negative things that were said about us, all the people that, doubted, dogged and stuff like that. We definitely kept fighting regardless of what happened. So I can just say that we're a resilient team for sure, and we never give up.
What did you learn about yourself this season with the growth as a basketball player and also recovering from what you were able to do?
What I learned, about myself is that I was able to kind of shake back quicker than I thought I would be able to. Obviously, when the injury happened, being in a boot that long is not fun. It was something that I was not used to as well. My first major injury for sure. And definitely, I never gave up throughout the process, even though the days that I thought that it wouldn't work out and days that I didn't think I'd come back and stuff. My teammates and the staff, trainers, everyone kind of held my head high, give me a lot of confidence throughout the whole process, and I'm grateful for everyone.
How do you hope this team is remembered at the end of the day?
I feel like we should be remembered that we didn't give up regardless of what happened. Obviously, a lot of people, like I said earlier, were doubting us, talking negative about us. We'll win 2-3 games in a row, and then we might lose one, and then people only remember the loss over the win. So, which is completely up to them. It's their opinion, but we never gave up regardless of the lead or anything. For like today, we still didn't give up. We kept playing, kept fighting, played hard, and it just didn't go our way at the end of the day. So obviously basketball is just going to go one way or another, and it just didn't go our way today.
What does the year 2 to 3 jump look like for you in college, assuming that's what you said? Is it?
Definitely playing against the competition that I played, obviously that we played this year, definitely increases my confidence in what I can get better at. But it really starts with confidence from the top to the bottom of the list to get better at, because I'm not a perfect player. Obviously, I can improve in all areas, but it's really the mental part I feel like is the most important thing to work on outside of I'll say the mental part is the most important thing to work on for the offseason, because you can do all things, but like if you don't believe that you can, you're not gonna be able to do it. So I'll just say confidence and a mental point of view for sure.
Did you get a lot of ups and downs?
It's because he always, just outside of basketball, he always, helped me. He got 3 kids, so he helped me with the fatherhood part. He always been there for me. I can go into the office, talk to him about that, and he tells me, every other week, how I'm growing and becoming a better man. So.
What has it been like?
What you guys are up 20-9 early on. Just what's kind of the mood in the huddles on the bench on the court when you opened up a double-digit lead there?
Yeah, the mood was good. Obviously we was on them, for a while, and I just feel like we got off the gas pedal.
What changed first half to second half for you guys?
Yeah, I feel like once they start sending to the ball and stuff, and trapping, we didn't have an answer for that. So.
What has that been like for you guys?
How difficult was this year for you? Pope kind of talked about your confidence going, the highs and lows with that, just overcoming a lot of that.
Yeah, just sticking to my people that's in my circle that helped me get over that. There's a lot going on this year, but this is part of life, and I feel like I handled it well. So.
How do you feel like you grew both as a person and as a basketball player this year?
Yeah, just like you said, just overcoming battles, not quitting, it's not always going to be sunny days, it's going to be rainy days. So just sticking through that, talking to your inner circle, and just keep fighting, bring it every day, it'll open up. So that's what I stuck with.
What was Coach Pope's message to you guys in the locker room before we came in just now?
Yeah, just he was just saying how grateful he was for us, and he's sorry for how the season ended,
Where do you go from here? What do you take away from this season? How much do you think you've grown over the last 2 years, not just this season, but since you've been in Lexington?
Yeah, I feel like I've grown a lot. Obviously, Coach always, lets me know when we have our little talks and stuff. But, I felt it as a man, that I felt that I grew, a lot. So.
Randy, how gratifying was it for you? As you mentioned, it was a tough year in some ways, but you played well in the tournaments. The LSU game, you did a good job guarding Mitchell from Missouri. Obviously, the game where you blocked those threes against Santa Clara. How gratifying was it for you to sort of come through at the end?
Yeah, just like I've been saying, I try to bring it every time. I'm on the court, I play my hardest, I'm trying to play hard for the guys that left and right of me, so.
How do you hope this team is remembered?
Just, that we was all fighters, and nobody, quit when they could have, and we just got through all the battles, everybody know how the season went. So I'll say we was a whole bunch of fighters.
What do the next steps look like for you in terms of kind of off-season decision stuff?
Yeah, just, taking it, trying to seek this, loss in, just wishing I could play another weekend, but, just taking it day by day.
What about for you personally?
Yeah, just having a huge offseason, trying to, stay consistent for the upcoming season. Work on my game. And just become a better player overall.
Do you want that upcoming season to be at Kentucky?
Yes, for sure.
Thanks, PG.
There's a lot that I got going on in my mind right now, but now that the season's over, I have enough time to think about it.
I'm not sure if you guys asked this before, but how special was this one season for you just playing here at Kentucky?
It's been great. It's Kentucky like no other. If you're a fan watching from the outside, it's what you think it is here, with all the fans, the media, the traveling. We fly private jets everywhere. We get the most gear. It's an experience I haven't felt yet. I had a great experience here. The fans buying my jerseys, my merch and everything like that. Knowing that our fans travel for us anywhere we go in the country. They there, Nashville, Atlanta. It don't matter where we go. They there, and the love is there. And, I didn't take any of it for granted. So yeah.
Dealing with us, 50, 60 media, it would be cool for you don't mind it. Dealing with all of us and all the craziness that come with the media.
That's what comes with it. I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends or people I know that would wish that they would get this kind of recognition. So I try not to take it for granted because you never know, where your life could take you. You never know where you're gonna be at in the future. So, all of this, I'm just taking in and I'm just enjoying the moment.
Iowa State was doing out there that really caused those turnovers and got the game out of hand.
I think it was more so with us. I felt like we knew that they were gonna trap us. We knew that they were gonna press, but we allowed them to get to us with their blitzes and their switches, and we knew it was gonna come, but we could have did a better job of just recognizing it in the game and making adjustments to their defense, etc., and protect the ball. We weren't as aggressive with the ball. It was a lot of senseless turnovers and that they converted off on the offensive end, and our goal was to be 11 turnovers and under, but we had 12 going into halftime. And we were down 1, which isn't bad, with the score. But that was our goal, to be under 11 turnovers. And every game that we had 11 or less turnovers, we won. So just that little detail right there, we could have did better with that. Just slowing the game down.
How do you analyze this season as a whole, ups and downs, and do you think this team reached its potential, or is there still much more for you guys?
I had a ball this season. I enjoyed it. Being with these guys every day. Fighting with these guys and knowing that they're not gonna give up on me. We had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of tough losses. A lot of good wins. But ultimately, I know that we fought hard. And, we didn't get the result we wanted, but we could live with the fact that we tried hard.
How do you hope this team is remembered?
As the adversity team that never gave up. This team is different from any other Kentucky team. It was a lot of talks with this team. I'm not sure what it was in the past, but this team, with having a new coach here, with the money that we were getting and stuff, the ups and downs, it was just a lot of talks in the media. A lot of the fans had a lot of words to say to us, but it's what comes with it. It's what comes with being at Kentucky. But I hope we be remembered for the team that that never gave up. They had a lot of ups and downs, but we fought. We got back up and fought every time.
You talked about how the decision that you were making, there's going to be a lot that goes into it. What specifically is it? More physically coaching? Is it systems, style of play? Kind of what are you looking for this offseason in terms of your whether you decide to come back or not?
I'm just looking forward to get better. This summer I'm gonna be in the gym every day. I'm gonna develop my game to I'm gonna go crazy in the gym. It's gonna be my last year of college, so this is it right here. I gotta play my best basketball. I gotta be the best version of myself that no one's seen yet. And yeah, just me, getting better and being allowed to do the things that I do in the game, at a higher level. And yeah, that's my focus right now. Just getting better.
Is the hope to do that at Kentucky next season?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what it comes down to, I still got time to think about my decision. I'm still my head is still. I got a lot of things going on in my head right now after the loss, but now that the season's over, I'm gonna have a lot of time to make my decision.
Just having those moments with each other, it just showed how much we love each other this year.
Malcolm, just how do you hope this team is remembered this season?
Just a team that fought through a lot of adversity, a team that never gave up, and just a team that no matter what, we were always going to fight.
How would you just say your first year at Kentucky went?
I'm extremely grateful for the year that I was able to have, especially with this team. Something I'll never forget. I'm nowhere near satisfied with anything individually. So this offseason, it's going to be a big offseason, and I gotta come back better and better.
What did you learn about yourself?
Just that I gotta continue to fight. Things may, probably in this postseason, a lot of things didn't go the way sometimes I might want it to be, but I just gotta continue to fight and continue to just play my butt off.
How much did just on the physical side of things, your ankle, some other bumps and bruises, how much did that impact just kind of how the last 48 hours and the last week or two have gone?
Yeah. I mean, injuries are injuries at the end of the day, but you can't really use those as excuses. So you kind of just have to play through those. People get injured all the time, but you can't allow it to affect your play. You still got to play. Sometimes you got to play through it. So,
what do the next steps look like for you in terms of development, and what do you hope year 2 Malachi looks like?
Just better than what he is now. Just being the best possible version I can be of myself, and just becoming being better.
We only got a minute to ask it, and I hate to ask, but is the plan to be back at Kentucky? How much time do you kind of need to come up with those timetables?
There's a lot of thoughts in my head. Still trying to process what's going on, what happened today. I'm extremely upset that this is the last time I get to wear this jersey with this team. But I feel like after a couple days will be a couple days to process it with my family and just go through the talks, and we'll make a decision from there.
Is the draft process something that you'll consider?
It's something I gotta talk about with my family first.
Thank you, Mel.